similar here in this one. Josh, the Leeds Warrior Warrington, the fighting pride of Leeds, England. This two-time world featherweight champion is one of the most popular fighters in the UK.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Flushing, Queens, New York, the former amateur great and world title holder, here is the WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Leeds, England, a featherweight champion of the world, introducing Josh, the Leeds Warrior Warrington.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Couldn't get out of the way of that uppercut. Back and forth they go. Where are the jabs? Where are the body punches? These two guys are just going after each other's chin. Pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Block that jab. Nope, that hook won't score. Defense is not an option for these two. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Kevin Kelly is dazed. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different shots off.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
And he scores with the counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Fantastic punch. There's a counter shot. Good one. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
punch landed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter shot. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favor to pickpocket them.
He misses with that straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Kelly in that last round.
What do you do?
What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout with that.
Here we go to the 4th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Josh Warrington on the brink now. Big shot and down goes Warrington. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Tar, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Go back out there and lose the match.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? He got out of the way of that right hook. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. It's code red time for Josh Warrington. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corners? How are they going to get through this?
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This is not good for Josh Warrington. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's caught and down. Warrington goes. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you still want to fight.
Talk about Warrington in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. There's the bell to start round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice defense on that hook. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
How about that time counter shot? Josh Warrington on the brink, and the Leeds Warrior goes to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.